back. So just blew this crap out. I'm about to style it, I guess. Let me turn down this TV so we can get into some serious chatting. Got my little cue cards right here. Alright, disclaimer, this is all just from my personal experience, my personal views. We all know I'm nowhere near professional. Anything that I'm saying is everything that's happened to me and that's going to happen to me. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, I'm all ears. I love to, do research. I've been doing so much research that I'm like terrified now, but this has got to happen. I love hearing testimonials and other people's stories, and I figured that this is something that I should put out there because a lot of women, especially my age, I'm 30, I just turned 30 this year. A lot of women my age, I don't even think either they don't know that they're going through this, or no, let me rephrase that. They probably think that they're going through this alone, and that's how I felt when I first started going through this journey. I guess I'm going to break this video up into probably sections because I don't want it to be too long to where I get cut off and lose footage and have to re-record and stuff. So like I said, I have a little highlight sheet, and I'm going to probably do this maybe 2 sections, 2 different videos, this one and then the next one. This one is going to be about I had a hysteroscopy, not a hysterectomy, which I'm going to be having in the next month or 2, I believe. We're going to talk about that too. So yes, a hysterectomy is when they take out all of the female organs, the reproductive organs. You can have a partial or a full. You know what? I'm just going to stop there because, like I said, I don't want to talk about that right now. Let's go back to the hysteroscopy. Okay, so a few months back I'm looking down because I'm trying to make sure I'm hitting key points. A few months back, I did go to the doctor. Actually, this is, to get established with a new gynecologist, and did that. We did the normal pap smear, and I went there to actually get my IUD removed. I had Mirena. That there was a recall on that. I had it for 5 years. I had no issues other than the fact that I guess my strings were, and if you're a woman, you know what the strings are. It's attached to the Mirena IUD device. The strings basically come out and hang out in the vagina, and so I guess my strings were either super short or got tucked up, so they weren't able to be found. I've had an ultrasound. I've had a couple different doctor's appointments where they went in and tried to find it and they couldn't, so that really terrified me. I thought maybe it didn't came out and I didn't notice, or it was stuck to my wall somewhere, or lost floating. I wasn't sure. So I did go into the new doctor, Dr. Chow, and he did say that he couldn't find it, so that was scary as hell. So fast forward to the next doctor's appointment. Oh, let me say, he did say that he couldn't find it, and so we would have to do a outpatient surgery to remove it. They did that. We did that on August 23rd. We did the outpatient surgery, of which I was so scared to be. They were supposed to put me to sleep, but I was just too fucking scared. So my blood pressure was high. Everything was just freaking me out. So when the anesthesiologist came, they even gave me medicine to make me relax, and that kind of helped. I just felt really, really loopy. It kind of helped, but for the most part, it didn't. So I decided to just get an epidural. That I was supposed to go home within maybe 2 hours after the surgery, of which I didn't with the epidural because it had to wear off. I couldn't even walk for like 8 hours. So then they give you you have to be able to use the bathroom to pee in order. That's one of the requirements for you going home. So 8 hours later, I'm still sitting there waiting, numb, and I finally got feeling in my legs, was able to go home. I hate the epidurals because I did have one with my C-section with Antoine, and that shit, it gave me so many back issues, and now I'm having back issues. So I really don't want, for future surgeries, I don't want to have to do the epidural. That shit is just, anywho. Okay, so yeah, we did the hysteroscopy. We did the IUD removal. They took it out, and they did a D&C, which is basically a scraping. I believe it's of the cervix. And so they sent that off to testing. That came back, and on that Friday is when I got my call back, which wasn't too good. The nurse called me, and she kind of let it slip. She wasn't supposed to really tell me what was going on, but she kind of let it slip. And she told me that they found precancerous cells and that Dr. Child wanted me to come in. So when I went in, I think that same day or that Monday or something. I went in and I had a conversation with him, and he said that he talked to the pathologist for about an hour because they were both so like stunned at the results, and he kept apologizing to me, which made me cry and flip out even more. I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck? Why me? Of course. So yeah. So we just made it a point to get a second opinion because the options that were given to me were a hysterectomy or to basically have a LEAP procedure, which we'll talk about that later. That's basically where it's a tool, and I guess it has like electrical currents through it, and they basically cut away the layer of skin where the problem area is. And with that, it can come back, which is what's told to me. It could potentially in the future come back, and then I would have to keep getting the LEAP procedure done and biopsies and stuff like that. Anywho, so yeah, 8/23. Then I got the call on Friday. Now we're here with the precancerous cells. I already went for my second opinion appointment. I waited about 2 weeks for that, and I just went and seen her last week. And she was really, really sweet, really caring, and she is going to be the one that's doing my hysteroscopy, such a long word, this upcoming Friday on September 22nd. So that'll be the second surgery that I had within a month. And with the hysteroscopy, sorry. They are going to go in. Wait, no, we already did the hysteroscopy. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So now I'm going to have. See, my brain is already. I'm gonna have let's see if you can see this, cone biopsy. You see that? Cone biopsy, ECC. I've been doing research on that too, and I do so much research that I freak myself out. With the cone biopsy is I guess basically like where they would do the LEAP procedure, and they could just go in and with a tool pinch off a piece of the problem area, send it off for testing. I'll wait about a week for the test results to come back, and then we're going to do the rest of the action plan. Like I said, the ultimate goal will be to see. I made the notes, and it's really not even helping me. I'm still all over the place. The ultimate goal will be to have the hysterectomy, because, like I said, I do not want this to turn into cancer. And let's just think, like, if I didn't have the IUD and if it wasn't time for that to come out, then where would I be? Would I have waited? I mean, no, I always get pap smears. They always come back normal, fine. This one came back, everything was negative, but in a sense, that's positive. Everything came back negative. No STDs, no abnormalities. Everything came back negative, which is positive. That's a great thing. But how they found the precancerous cells were from when they removed the IUD. She said that it was, or he said that it was like tissue, not tissue you use, but tissue from my cervix that were on the IUD, and that was tested. And then they, the D&C is where they scrape, so that was found through that. But I just think, like, if I didn't have the IUD issue, if I didn't have that removed, how long would it have taken for them to find the cancer cells, and then how long would it have been before it turned into something more serious? So I am kind of glad that we did get this found now, so that I can be in the percent of people who actually, find it earlier and get it taken care of. Like I said, this stuff has been taking a toll on me mentally. Has seemed fine on the outside, but believe me, I'm not. So yeah, I'm just gonna close out with this because I don't want to start crying right now. Save that for later. Yeah, like I said, I go in Friday and I'm beyond nervous, beyond scared. I don't want to be put to sleep. I have a super, super, super serious fear of that. I've already been intubated a couple times, years and years and years ago, but it's just something that always worries me. So yeah, this is getting very lengthy. So like I said, I am going to chop this up and do my next video about more girly issues. So stay tuned and like and subscribe so that you can always get updated. Turn on those notifications, and we will see you in a little bit. Oh, and like I said, if anybody has any comments or questions or concerns, make sure you let me know, and I will always get back with you. I need to go do something to this hair. Yeah. Let's stay healthy. If we're not healthy, let's get healthy. Let's do better so we can be better. See you later.